Banisher. I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
Do you wish to talk about what happened with the beast?
You killed my sister. I have nothing more to say to you.
Thickskin did what she did, and you were as horrified as I was, and laid the blame where it belonged.
You executed her.
Yes, I did. I know it seemed cruel. I contend that it was necessary, or seemed so at the time.
Sometimes, Banisher, I wonder if we did not exchange one monster for another.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
What did Grace look like?
I remember her thin and boyish, encumbered by dresses she hated to wear.
That sounds like Seeker.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
The settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thickskin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are yet in their sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
The beast is dead. The curse recedes.
Game returns slowly to the woods. Whatever you did, it worked. Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes, and if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably best to confirm, eh?
Thank you. I followed the tracks as far as I could from the killing ground. I left a red flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
What's new around here?
I have no time for gossip.
How fare the people round here?
All seem well by Jacob Lind, who was recently returned from the wild.
What's wrong with him?
I find it hard to credit, and you may disbelieve it too, but Jacob Lind believes he is a wolf.
Goodbye to you for now, Kate.
Oh, damn this to hell.
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
I still don't understand why the ritual failed.
Let's just find the hut.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Something's nearby.
Where is it? help if you need it.
Away with you!
What's that?
The words of a ghost may resonate. They may have found our victim. A very broken strongbox. Empty of its train band payroll.
Our messenger was also carrying money, and it's gone.
Who's there? Help me! Help me, please! I know you! You're the Scudder boy! Help me up! Help me up there! Come, boy! There's blood, but I'm not so badly hurt. What are you doing? Put that blade away, boy! No! No! No!
The rock didn't kill him, nor the water. The Scudder boy finished the job.
And robbed him blind.
A dead messenger, a missing payroll, and a single name.
We know two Scudders, don't we?
We do. And one of them isn't the sharpest knife in the bag. No pun intended.
Red McRaith, how very good it is to see you.
Are you well?
We make do. We're almost happy. Well, that's saying something, things being the way they are. We owe you for that. We'd like to repay you. If you can bring the iron, we'll craft you something fine. And glad to do it. I heard Fort Jericho used to have a blacksmith. Perhaps you'll find some there?
How goes it, Mrs. Heaton?
Times are hard for everyone. But me, I've never felt so free. I'm almost ashamed of it. Almost.
Freedom is good. What do you plan to do with it?
You know, once, before I was unlucky enough to meet Fortune Heaton, I was a herbalist. Maybe I'll go back to that.
A healer could be useful. Especially if by healing others, she heals herself.
Wise words. Thank you.
Good day.
Good day to you too, Mrs. Ake. How have you been?
Better, all things considered. I note you have not denounced me. Yet.
Thomas wanted you safe. I've no reason to deny him that.
Then perhaps there is something you could help me with. I've had enough. I want out. But if I am to disappear, the king must believe me exposed. Pennington must write London to inform on me. Paris will soon hear it. Pennington cannot know the truth. So I have written the letter myself. I need only the captain's seal.
Give me the letter. Perhaps I can acquire the seal from the dead captain's affairs.
The captain is dead. The crown must know. Or perhaps not. Perhaps it is no longer my business.
Aye. Your war is over. Maybe you can win the peace. So, what's the word around here?
That depends. What is it that you want to know?
I should really know about Kate. What can you tell me?
As a chief, she's an improvement on her sister, I suppose.
I'll take my leave, Mrs. Heek.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read. Your lordship? Oh, Red.
Mr. Scudder. Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What did he do in the woods?
Checking his traps, I suppose. Not that there's much game. I wish he wouldn't leave me.
A messenger went missing, and the trail leads here.
A trail? What kind of trail? Oh, that kind of trail. Was he killed? Who killed him? Who could have? No. He couldn't have. He wouldn't. He couldn't. Would he? Did he?
By he, do you mean your cousin?
Beloved, aye. But he couldn't. He's nothing like that. He's a good un.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes, of course. If you think it important.
I'll go take a look at your house now.
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here.
By not pointing the finger, he pointed the finger. What does he know?
Beloved's father was a killer on the run, on his way to New Eden.
A bad man but a good father? Seems unlikely. No blood.
Beloved fears himself doomed to repeat his father's mistakes.
It doesn't have to be that way. He has free will. There's nothing more to find here.
You prying Scots busybody! Who died and made you constable?
Easy now, Scudder. Your cousin gave me permission to come in.
Credence means everything he says, and thinks everyone else does too. What do you want?
I'm investigating a haunting. Your haunting, as a matter of fact. I don't yet know whose ghost it is, but it'll have good reason to linger.
There's no beast here. Get out of my house.
You're haunted, doesn't that worry you? You know I'll do you fair.
As you did Thickskin fair. No.
Your father's son. You must worry you'll repeat his many mistakes.
How do you know? Leave me be! You can't do this to us!
From your demeanour, I'm guessing it was your first time. Killing a man, I mean.
No! I dare not! I can't! No! Please! Go!
Enough!
What foul retribution is this?
Son.
Oh no! They hanged the old man! They hanged old Jed! The light is doomed! I too shall swing!
You must be the boy's father.
My son is innocent.
I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McRaith. We are Banishers.
Look to Credence.
In your letter, you said you were coming to New Eden. You made it, sort of. What happened?
I had passage booked to Boston. The captain would ask no questions. And the ship's cook who needed the reward money. The catch post took me at the dock. 10 days later they took me up to Gallows Acre. And there I was hanged.
For murder?
For murder, yeah. And all the rest.
Murder is no bragging matter.
You're a Scot. You ever kill a man?
I have, and I'm not proud of it.
Aye. There's no pride in killing. Unless you're a judge. And if even that, I have my doubts. Be proud, sir. For you've done what I could not.
What of Credence? Why should we look to him?
He was a hellion as a baby, and no mistake. Especially after his mum and dad died, and we took him in. I thought him an odd child. But he were happy with my Mary, and sweet too. She loved him. He's a bad un, and probably always was. He hides it better than any rogue, just as he hides the sharpness of his wit.
Why send him to New Eden, then?
Mary thought to take the boys as far from Bristol as she could go. In the colonies, so went her thinking, she could raise 2 good and honest men. But without her guiding hand, 'tis clear that Credence bent beloved, crooked.
Are you sure Credence is guilty? It seems far-fetched.
I have watched him on his own, unseen. I know about him, for I am one of them, and I tell you with no doubt, so is he.
What do you want, Ghost? Why have you come?
Beloved is my boy.
Yes, we get that. Good of you to visit. Why have you come?
We lived in Bristol. Barely. Shared a leaky room with other lodgers. All were ill all the time. My wife deserved better. We all did. I gathered every shilling I could and sent the boy, his mother and his cousin to the colonies. Beloved's my son, and now he's grown. I'll make sure he straightens up.
What happened to his mother?
Mary were with child when she set sail for New Eden. She refused to raise another baby in bloody Bristol. Neither of them survived that first winter. Beloved and Credence were left alone. I sent my family away to give them better lives. I failed. But not all is lost. I can yet save my son from the corruption of his wily cousin Credence. It takes a bad un to catch a bad un, and that's how I know Credence is vicious. He has a hiding place in the woods. There you'll find the proof.
Where exactly? How shall we know this hiding place?
There's a small wood cabin, but well hid, west of here, on the heights.
A wooden cabin hidey hole, west, got it.
We'll investigate Credence's hideout then. Make our own minds up.
I speak the truth. You'll see it.
Beloved. We just learned of his father's death. Maybe we should go to him before searching Credence's hide.
Someone's lying.
Maybe everyone's lying.
So, we'll find out who.
He's dead. He's really dead. They hanged him, didn't they?
Aye, they did. Condolences.
Keep him. Jed was a bad father and a bad man. The world's a better place without him. Am I haunted by his ghost?
Aye. He's here to protect you, as a father ought.
Acting the father, now he's 6 feet under. I'd laugh if he hadn't tormented us so while alive.
How did you and Credence end up together?
He's lived with us since his mother died. Came over on the boat. A new start for everyone. You know? Then my own mum died. And it was just us. It's been just us for years now. Credence had it rough as a kid. But he's no trouble. Credence is better than you think. Better than anyone thinks.
Jed suggested we have a word with Credence. Any idea where he might be?
You shouldn't listen to my old man. He was not with us, never was. Leave Credence be. My cousin didn't. He's not. Look, if there's bad blood, 'tis mine. I'm evil to the marrow.
A man who stands up for his kin can't be all bad.
What does it matter if badness is in his blood? Do what you must. I'll not run. I'll face my fate, whatever it may be.
Did you kill the messenger? In
my dreams I see him drowning.
His death weighs heavy upon me. I wish to think of him no more. Forget it! Forget the whole thing. I will, if I can.
Strange that beloved talked of the drowning, but not the stabbing.
Either way, he fears he is a killer like his father.
Perhaps it's not too late. He may yet avoid his father's fate.
Well then, we'll find Credence's forest hiding hole and learn what's what.
The hunting is poor. I wouldn't bother. Good day to you, your lordship.
What brings you to the woods, Credence?
A walk, sir, in the peace and quiet.
You seem uneasy. Something on your mind?
Tell the truth, I've not felt too well of late.
Aye. Being haunted can do that to you. Tell me this, Credence. Of all people, why would Uncle Jed haunt you?
Jed Scudder? Uncle Jed haunts me? What? How? Why? Wait. Uncle Jed?
A man was murdered on the bridge across the river. Jed says you're to blame.
Jed Scudder? Uncle Jed? Accuses me? Me of murder? Jed? Should I worry? What can I do? Help me!
Let me do my job. That'll help.
Gracious me! Please do, your worship! Save me, like you saved us all from the terrible beast!
I'll try, Mr. Scudder. I'll try. A good day to you, Mr. Scudder.
God grant you the same, sir.
There's a cabin up on that bluff there.
Credence's hide, perhaps.
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
There's more of them.
Try another one.
Stubborn bastard!
Change tack. That one is shielded.
Last one, yeah.
Not here, not now.
Credence knew that Jed was hanged. He kept the news from Beloved. He was surprised by Jed's accusation, but not that Jed was dead.
Was he manipulating Beloved? Seems that way.
I think Jed Scudder had made it up. Quite the library for a man who can't read. Plantation in the West Indies, planned down to the purchase price. Wasn't the train band to be paid in silver?
We've learned enough.
Jed was right. Credence is cleverer than he pretends. He reads and writes and plans ambitious plans.
A plantation needs a lot of coin. The silver connects him to the payroll robbery.
And to the murder. A manipulative little shite. We need to talk to the Scudder boys.
They're arguing. See if you can eavesdrop.
We must confess. Beg for mercy.
I will not, Han.
I can't carry the burden.
You can. And you will.
Soon we'll put it behind us. New Eden. Everything.
I cannot put it behind me. I bashed a man's brains in. I must fess it.
No. I'll say you stabbed Askell's man and killed you in self-defence. As the Father, so the Son, they'll say, as they hang your corpse.
No!
What the? Jed?
No one move. Including you, Jed.
Thank God you're here, Mr. McRaith.
Nobody bloody talk either. Until we sort this out.
What are you waiting for? Are you not going to take care of that ghost?
Credence, you knew the postman was stabbed. How did you know it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I knew it. I never mentioned it.
Surely you did. You must have.
Credence. The Scudder boy.
The Scudder boy plays the fool. Plays us all for fools.
Sir, you have it wrong. I swear it.
You needed money for your plantation in the West Indies. When the postman passed with a payroll, you took your chance. Beloved was not given to violence, so when he fled the scene, you followed the man and finished him off. You let Beloved believe himself guilty, but the plan was yours from start to finish. The dead man's blood is on your hands.
But I never...
Well, wouldn't you? You're no angel. You're no sheriff neither. So what are you gonna do about it?
Credence. How?
Oh, don't act the startled fawn, beloved. You're up to your neck in this too.
Anything to say in your defence, beloved?
I didn't know. I swear I didn't know.
My arse. He hit the messenger with a rock. He did it. You knew what you were doing. You wanted away. You wanted the payroll.
Rotting hell. You used me.
I shall rise above them, a great and wealthy man, my cousin by my side. Please, we used each other.
Jedediah, you wish to prevent your son from meeting his father's fate, but by haunting him, in time, your love will kill him.
I am here for Credence. My boy is good.
I don't care either way. He did what he did. He must accept the consequences.
Might teach him some humility.
His father clearly loves him, for whatever that's worth.
Spare my boy. Punish his cousin.
Dead men give no orders.
Take me instead.
We might well do just that.
Credence Scudder, you and your cousin are haunted by the ghost of your Uncle Jed. That ends now. Credence Scudder, a malignant manipulator. You killed a man in cold blood and tried to lay the murder on your cousin. With the least of your many mischiefs, you brought the tormented soul of an anguished father back from the dead.
Sir, please, please, sir, I beg of you. Pah!
That soft shite will work on me no more. Time to cut the bad from you. See what's left.
This is unfair. I deserve the world. A curse upon you. He's dead. You've killed him. What is wrong with you? Get out of my house, murderer. No.
Leave him to his grief. It's a bad day to be beloved Scudder.